Hello and welcome to another update video on BTC. Here on the Bitcoin chart, we want to take a look only at the shorter time frame. Now that the US market has opened, do we see any changes? Not really. The support area is still holding, but I have introduced already another, let's call it additional scenario. Not really an alternative, only if the upper micro support breaks, because we're currently testing it, which is not a problem, but if it breaks, it's good to be prepared. So what would be a reasonable alternative? So first of all, as I shared with you, if this upper support area breaks, so if we break below 107,970, it would at least indicate that a local price top has formed. Yeah, so a local price top. That is the first real local price top that we would have since the 5th of June low, because since for the last week roughly, market held all support levels, so we've just been grinding higher. At some point, of course, micro support will break, but then the question is, okay, that's a signal, but does it mean we really topped in this B wave? Yeah. So if you watch the previous videos, then you know that a break below upper support will indicate first indication that a substantial top has formed already in wave B. Yeah. And this could happen at any point, really, because we pretty much reached the 100% extension, even though I would say, looking at the nano level, it might look best with one more high. But anyway, if it breaks, it's broken. And the question is, what would come next? Has really then in that case the B wave already topped? Well, it would definitely become more likely, but because we have such a nice 5-wave move up from the June low, and a shallow pullback, and another rally, we might consider this to be another 1-2 setup. It's not going to be high confidence, for various reasons, like the shallow wave 2 here that bottomed on Monday. But it's another scenario that we need to be able to rule out before we fully commit to a B wave price top. Okay, so for now there are still two, let's call them short-term bullish scenarios. That means in very simple terms, we have the upper support area here that is worth watching. So in this scenario, we are tracking here the area between 107,970 and 109,350. So with an additional level at 108,580. So I'm tracking this as an ABC down. So it might test one of these two levels. We can also, in addition to that, track Fibonacci extensions. So we take the length of the A wave, go to the high of the B wave, and then we can track the 100% extension. That's at 108,400, so that's in the box. So there's a good chance of it holding, but obviously there is no convincing reaction yet to support. But yeah, this is obviously the area that's now being tested, so I'm gonna track that as primary, this ABC pullback. But if we break below the 50% retracement, that is my signal that something different is playing out. And then, yeah, as I said, to keep it simple, the next focus would then, or the focus would shift to this red line. And that's at 105,377. So why is this important? Because as long as the pullback is corrective, it could be another wave 2. So we have this 1-2, 1-2 setup. But then again, this wave 1 is very long, which is a bit of a problem, but it's possible. But the bottom line is, as long as it's a corrective pullback and we're holding above the red line, this is technically a valid scenario. So there's another 1-2 setup, which would be invalidated below the red line. And if we break below the red line, it's becoming even more probable that the white B wave has topped. So that means, in other words, as soon as we break below 107,970, the focus will shift towards lower prices, not higher, until the market gives me a proper response, another impulsive upside response. Yeah, that's always my process. When support breaks, the focus shifts to the other direction until the market can prove again that it wants to continue the trend. But there are areas, again, that we need to be watching then for yellow wave 2, which I'm not putting onto the chart yet. I will do that later today. Yeah, there will be a support area for wave 2, but for now we're focusing on this one anyway. And then, so we'll see if today, throughout the session, support holds. If yes, then we might see one more rally here towards 112 to 113K next. That's the update on Bitcoin. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you're interested in additional updates, make sure to follow us on X as well. Also, just for everybody who speaks Spanish, some of you might not know it. We have quite a large Spanish community, or building it right now. The YouTube channel is MCO Global Espanol. You can check it out. I've linked it in the description. I know we have around 10 to 15% Spanish-speaking viewers here on the MCO channel. So if you're interested, check it out. There are tutorials, crypto updates as well. And we also have quite an active community already. So that's something you might be interested in. I wish you a great day. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.